Okay, what is Yakuza all about? You've seen me play it a few times,
Yeah.
so you know a few things.
I do.
I've made a illustration to show you what Yakuza is all about, and it's a Venn diagram.
Oh.
And the Venn diagram follows. So Yakuza.
I didn't see the top one. I only saw the two at the bottom.
Okay,
first.
Yakuza games sit right in the middle of Scorcese movies, Wii Sports, and Takeshi's Castle. I think you know all three of those things. Scorsese probably the best. Takeshi's Castle we actually watched. There's
Yeah,
the,
I know. And
the
it
American
was
version.
always on I think what was it, Nickelodeon? No, some TV station when I was younger. They would always play Takeshi's. No, wasn't it MTV? It was on MTV, right? Yeah, I know it. It's the boulder and the guys are trying to reach the top and they get crushed by the boulder or other stuff can crush humans with.
Yeah, and the American version was more well known. They called it MXC, Most Extreme Challenge or something.
I see. I have never heard of that.
We watched it.
Twee.
Yeah, it's the one where they dub over it. Janitors fight again. Okay, yeah. We
You
have
sure
watched
that
it.
it was me?
Yes.
Not another girlfriend?
No, it was you. Okay, so I'll show you an excerpt like for of those three things.
Yes. Yeah?
And the Yakuza games can be quite emotional. And in the game I played, so most of this is from Yakuza 7.
Hmm?
The game I played, the story is that the main character goes to crime he didn't because
Yeah.
out of honor stuff.
I
Japanese.
remember that.
Yeah. And he was in prison for 18 years. He comes out as a 40-year, having spent most of his life in prison. And it's quite emotional at point when he tries to cope with having lost most. And it kind of resonates.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
so he comes out of prison.
Yeah.
He meets his old him. And then he wakes up in a garden. And this guy turns out kind of going to be his friend. He's an ex-nurse, nursed him back to health,
Ah.
but they're both homeless. This is quite a few ways into the story when they have a home for the first time. Okay?
Yeah.
Just to see the acting and
The acting?
yeah, I mean it's not like real faces, but the animation is pretty good.
Okay.
Just check it out.
Yeah.
Look, Ichiban. A roof. A real roof.
Yeah, look, man, it's freaking amazing. This is our castle.
A roof, 4 walls, and a soft throne. Actually, this throne's kind of damp.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I'm pretty sure it's not water.
Well, just think of all the history you're sleeping with every time you drift off on that mat.
Quick interjection. They live in a bro. So
Ah.
that's the whole.
Yeah, maybe that explains why the voices are like your porn actors.
Take.
Always a silver lining with you, isn't there? Then again, I guess that's how you got us here in the first place. Thank you, Ichiban.
Come on. I should be the one thanking you. I'd be dead and rotting in a trash can if you didn't save me. Hey, why'd you quit nursing anyway?
I don't know.
You must have been good if you saved me.
Truth is, I was smuggling drugs out of the hospital and selling them. The money was pretty good. Eventually, I expanded to dealing drugs from overseas. But I got too big. And it all came crashing down. I lost my nursing license, if that wasn't obvious enough.
Yeah, man. What were you thinking? Kind of a boneheaded move.
What? You don't think I regret it?
Okay, well, why not start over? The whole nurse thing is probably out, but you can apply your medical skills to something else.
Easier said than done. What about you? You got another job in mind?
Not really. I've been walking in someone else's footsteps for years, and now they're washed away. I don't know where to go now that I can't see them. I'm pretty lost.
You talking about your patriarch?
Yeah.
A guy like you can find something.
What makes you so sure? I'm over 40, you know?
Weren't you the one just telling me I could turn it all around and find something?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Life is work. Hey, tell me this. What'd you want to be when you were a kid?
Oh. You really want to know?
Come on, don't build it up. Spit it out.
Okay, I'll tell you. When I was a kid, all I wanted to be was a hero.
Huh? A hero? What do you mean?
You know, a hero who could save people. Like in Dragon Quest.
The video game? How'd you do that?
Dude, come on.
Oh, well, yeah.
What? I can have a dream, can I? You don't have to laugh at it. A dream is what keeps you going. For me, anyway.
Ichiban, you're right.
I am?
Yeah, so I say you do it. Become a hero, just like you wanted.
Come on, I was just a dumb kid when I wanted that. It was silly.
It's not like you got any other goals right now. So why not go after the first one you had? Live your life's dream.
You're crazy. It's not like being a hero puts a roof over your head.
Sure, it's not a job. But if the hero destroys lots of slimes in the game, he levels up fast, right? You see what I'm saying?
Leveling up in life. That could work. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Why not become a hero at 40, right?
It ain't the best age to start grinding, but... Alright then. I'm ready to level up. Let's start a brand new age of heroes!
Yeah, I'm with you, Ichiban.
Let's have a toast to our new era in our new home!
Yeah, to the heroes of tomorrow. Cheers!
Okay, just for the record, it's not all that cool.
Okay,
But
but
it's very character driven, and like, I mean, that's one scene. You spend 100 hours with the characters, kind of grow on you.
Yeah. Do the voices grow on you? Because
There's
the nurse's voice, like, have you ever heard audio porn?
no.
It's too similar.
Okay,
Like, I'm a man. I have a very deep voice.
so there's a
Brr.
huge debate in the community about Japanese original dub versus the American dub.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's just stick with the one you started with. And I started this game in the English dub, so I can like change the voices because I like
Yeah, and I mean, it's a game. Would you really want to read all the time?
I mean I don't
Really? I don't know.
there's a lot of reading anyways because not everything is voiced in the game. There's a lot of side stories where just
Oh, okay.
so you have to read. But the voice acting actually when it comes to games this
Okay. I mean, what do I know about games? I know about movies.
okay.
And
Yeah, I mean it can't hold candle to move.
yeah.
It's in the like this is the character driven part, the somewhat serious part. There's also a whole crime story going on and find out why his old shot him. stuff like that. And then there's the other parts. We come to the Wii Sports part, and I show you a trailer for Yakuza 6, the game before that one, because Yakuza 6 is known as the biggest one,
Okay.
the most expensive one.
Most successful one, or like that takes you the longest to
Not
play?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
It wasn't the most well received.
Okay.
But it was by far one of, if not the longest, because they just look
Yeah.
what they crammed in it.
I will.
This is only a trailer about the minigame.
Yeah. I can see. Sorry. If you're playing really loud music in
It's
my ears,
okay.
I cannot hear you.
So it has range.
Sure. Or randomness.
So from
Whatever you might want to call it, but that was weird. What was the girl thing with the auras?
there's
What
always
did you do there? What's the mini game?
it depends. There's different games. There's one game where you telephone girls and you have to pick the right answer to get the number or something like that.
So you're being like pickup artist.
Kind of. Then there's one game where you run the hostess club. And
Feminist game.
not really, no.
I
they're not-
saw that.
Yeah, they're not big on female characters. It gets better. With Yakuza 7, there's female characters who are actually
Human.
main characters. Yeah, human. You can argue about that. Okay. Now, we've seen the Scorcese part, like the character, the serious part in the minigames. Now for the craziness.
So the Takeshi's castle. What the fuck did I?
So that was a move. You can summon bodies, they call them, within a fight. And if you summon Omelette, that's how the chicken is called, then it heals you.
It heals you.
Gives
I
you-
really didn't get that from the clip.
No,
That
it's,
this would do anything to you, other than, I don't know, on.
yeah, and Omelette is actually a major character in the 7th game. The line I can. Here it is.
Financially.
It's a financially excellent chicken. Fun side note. You don't stay homeless in the game. actually become very rich and you run your own company. It's a
Yeah.
sweets company, and one of your first employees is Omelette, and you can employ him as your. Later on, he becomes your. I think it's called FCO,
Financial
Chief Officer,
CFO,
CFO.
Chief
Yes,
Financial Officer.
yes. So he can be.
Okay, so omelette is a male chicken laying eggs.
No, it's clearly a female chick
What
laying
do you
eggs.
call?
I'm my error.
Asking.
No, it must
This
be.
was so weird. Why not?
Okay. This is how he, after 18 years in prison, he gets picked up by a police officer who's investigating his case. And his first request is bring me to a barber. There he requests an haircut that was popular in the 80s. Also nice.
Miss, I don't want to insult you, but what did you do to my hair?
I tried. It's just when you asked for a punch perm, I had to look it up. The truth is, I've never done one before.
How am I supposed to face the boss with a rat's nest on my head?
He wanted to get the perm.
Yes. But she never did it before, so.
Yeah, I
turned
mean,
out like
it's
that.
not an easy picture.
Actually, it turns out he likes the hair so that it becomes his signature hair. And next part, there's a trailer for part 8. He has his special barber, his haircut.
So he didn't keep the girl who invented it?
No, I think it
That's
was more of an
unkind.
Yakuza.
She made him.
Okay. There's also a meme in the community that you play the good guys.
Yeah.
And there's kind of a disconnect with you being the good guys and being part of a crime organization.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that doesn't go unnoticed. So there's the meme with them never having killed anyone, even though you fight your way through the whole game.
Okay, but no one.
And I think there
dies.
was even the developers like went in on the joke and said, Kiryu, the main character, the first 6, never killed anyone. And some people in the internet disagreed and made a little montage. Yakuza has never killed anyone. The ultimate montage. And you just be the judge if there has been killings or if those people saw.
四代目は人は殺さない情けのある男だって
誰に聞いた
それは
誰に聞いたかって聞いてんだ
No. maybe a bit more Tarantino than Scorsese.
Yeah,
From what I've seen, that was a lot of blood and a lot of death.
here I told you about Omelette,
Yes.
the CFO.
Yeah.
And later on in the game, you start from a little wheat company, and you have the whole mini game revolves about you raising your shares and then defending at the quarterly financial reports to your shareholders. And
Sure.
as you grow, things become a bit more corporate. You know, one or two. So just watch this.
On the bustling
Commercial.
streets of Yokohama, a decade can pass in the blink of an eye. Time marches on and people come and go. But there are some things we refuse to let change, like the uncompromising flavor of our senbei and the place we hold in our hearts for our valued customers. At Ichiban Confections, your smile is our #1 priority. Eat at Ichiban's. We are Ichiban Holdings.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's a scene where you buy.
おいあれをいかがでしょういいだろうよっしゃ交渉成立だ
So just so you can see the range.
Yeah?
Okay.
I just realized I have no idea how gaming works. None of the things you've showed me so far looked like they were controlled by a gamer.
No, most of those
But
things.
most looked like movie. I don't know, kids shows,
Yeah.
ads.
Everything I've shown you so far are trailers or trailers or cutscenes from the game. So
Okay.
actually directed scenes that are pre-animated. You've seen some gameplay in the trailer about the mini games. Those
Yeah.
things were actually.
Okay.
I mean, the game itself plays a bit different. It's RPG, so you have your party fight, and the older games are like a fighting game. Fight people, you press B and he punches. Stuff like
Okay,
that.
so like
Okay, and the newer games are more strategic, an RPG, so you different attacks and types of it. And there's magic. There's
magic?
there's. So this is how it's actually played.
Okay.
Come, my winged friends! You hungry?
What was that?
Okay, so that was the nurse guy you
Yeah.
said had the porn voice.
Yeah. I recognized him.
His magic is pigeons.
Sure.
All of this has an in-game reason. It's all explained about the main character, Van, having such a wild imagination that he's imagining his fights like.
Okay.
And in real, it's just number throwing stuff in people's eyes and. So at first in the game you fight actual people, and later on in the game when fully embraces the Dragon Quest RPG thing, the enemies suddenly turn into monsters and stuff, and you fight monsters.
Okay.
But there's a toggle in the game where you can turn it on and off, and you prefer a more realistic approach. You can have your enemies be actual people.
That's actually boring, right? I mean, you can do pigeon magic. This is another fight game where there's so many out there.
I mean, you know me.
So you,
I love pigeon magic.
I thought, but if it were squirrel magic,
One can hope. One can hope. Okay. So the whole craziness seeped a bit more into it. The normal Yakuza game fights were also crazy, but they were more like big, and in this one it's full on magic. There's an accountant who works for you who has ink magic and stuff. So it gets crazy, but it's the new title. The older titles also crazy, but not.
Okay.
There's a few. I just show you, not the whole 8 minutes.
Okay.
Just a
That's
few.
good.
From all games, a few moments that are peak craziness.
違う。お前の刑期が伸びたことだ。
おれ。
よう。
いたか
いないの。
よく探したのか
Just to stop.
Yeah?
There's also a movie, actual
In-
Yakuza, Japan.
Oh, okay. So
This
that
is
would
from the
be
movie.
I thought this.
And just to explain a few things, you see this
Yeah,
guy
please.
very often.
Yeah.
He was the second main character in the 7 parts before.
Okay.
And he's a major character who was kind of the comedic relief for most of the time because he's just batshit crazy.
Okay.
They call him the Mad Dog of Shimano. And he has a feud with the main character, Kiryu.
Okay.
So in the first few games, he jumps out of a corner and attacks him, stuff like that. That's the whole Kiryu-chan.
Okay.
And with the prequel, Yakuza got a extremely tragic backstory. Now he's a fan favorite.
Okay. So we
So-
got a redemption arc.
Yeah, kind.
Not really. Like a.
No.
I don't know. What
They
would you call
normalized
it?
him.
But just because you got a tragic backstory doesn't really mean you can be awful.
No, but he gets a really good explanation. So he
Yeah, but still.
he falls in love. He treated like shit and everything, and then at the end, when everything went to shit, he says, "Just fuck it, let's have fun," and then he's like crazy.
But then he's just
He
attacking people.
and then later he gets a redemption arc.
Okay. No, I don't. I don't like him.
Okay, one more thing.
Yeah?
I also find that the Yakuza game quite creative music. I've shown you a few
I
things.
know how much you love your game.
So there's the whole Korean side thing where it's real electronic and stuff. Great song. I'll just play like 20 seconds.
Okay.
I think you get
It's
the
no Taylor Swift, but it's
Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's fits the mood and it's very
Like-
it's creative.
Can I ask if you're playing the game, is this in the background all the time,
No,
or
no,
is
no.
this
This is the soundtrack is quite extensive. There's 72 titles in it, and some of them are in the fights. And this track only comes if you fight people from the Korean mafia.
okay?
So it's in very specific parts of the game. This is fight music. So the fights in the game last between 10 seconds and most 5 minutes.
5 to 6 minutes of that is
Yeah, there's another fight. There's one of the probably the hardest fight in the game,
Yeah.
where you fight the guy I showed you before with the
Ah,
eye
yeah,
patch.
the mean one.
Yes, and this is his song.
Kind of like Linkin Park.
Just to
Yeah.
it gets crazy fight as well. But it's quite an epic moment when you hear this for the first time and it's in a fight that is actually hard. I think most people who played the game struggled at this one fight the most. So this is probably the song most people. I
Yes,
think
but
I'll,
more pleasurable for the ears than the one before.
I skipped this one. And
Okay.
just to round it off, why a few things about the upcoming game, which I will play extensively next week.
While I'm gone, yes.
You know, that my Yakuza experience is like 50% playing Mahjong,
I do know that.
and the other 50% is the action. The actual game will actually really take me a long time this time. I'll just show you a quote from an interview with the director of the new.
I think it's so funny that they're called characters. Like a Dragon. 12th is the longest Yakuza game yet. Go at it continuously. You can see.
And I plan on getting sick. Sorry.
I'm
Yeah, I have to work in between, but
yeah. And you know, this relationship only works if you're at least semi-conscious.
I can do that.
Think so? I remember the last time. It was tough.
Just a few things about the upcoming game.
Yes.
It's also been called the greatest Pokemon game outside of Pokemon, which actually got some in recent days got some quite tough competition.
Oh. Is there's another one or
No, not the new Pokemon game, but there came a game came out like 2 days ago that
that's
literally everyone is playing right now.
okay.
Called Pal World. Not Pokemon, it's Pals.
Uh.
As one streamer put it, it's legally distinct Pokemon. So they took a few models, changed it around a bit. You can't argue in court that they stole
That's
it.
Pokemon.
But I can show you. Like it has, it
But, like-
just cracked 2 million concurrent players or something.
Yeah.
And this one has a Pokemon mode. In Yakuza 7, they introduced Sujimon.
Hmm?
Suji is the Japanese word for criminal, I think.
Okay.
So you weren't collecting Pokemon, but you were collecting criminals.
Ah.
And in the new one, you can train your Sujis and you can let them fight against each other. I'm very interested. And there's another mini game I'm very excited for. The new game plays split in two parts. You play one character, it's the old character, the
Yeah,
older
the
games,
one.
who's actually dying right now of cancer.
Oh.
And you play him, yeah, he has a bucket list and he works it off. And the other character, this guy,
Mhm.
Iban,
Yeah.
he gets stranded in Hawaii.
Ah.
And he's in Hawaii. And in Hawaii, he's somehow, I don't know yet, he owns an island. And he wants to build the best 5-star resort ever.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yes, and it's been
Like
called...
Sims?
No, it's been actually called the best Animal Crossing game outside of Animal Crossing.
Not that exciting. I'd be more excited if it was compared to Sims. But I mean, 5-star hotels are kind of my thing. So I'd like to see what he's doing there.
I mean, I can show you later.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'll collect all the criminals.
Yeah.
I'll put them in my 5-star resort. They can work as waiters or something like that. I'll get rich. And hopefully I won't get sick.
Mm.
And you won't get sick. me play it.
I mean, it's good that you have like 5 uninterrupted days, or like only interrupted by work days, where you can like kind of get it out of your system.
That's true. That's true. Okay, I think
Yeah.
then I say thank you for listening to my little TED talk.
Anytime.
Goodbye.
Bye.